So what's fascinating about the Svalboard is it's clearly an ergonomics first sort of approach. You know, it's designed around our finger positions and our ability to move our fingers. So it starts with that. So it looks at the fingers. We've got the thumb and the four fingers on each hand. And then it says, okay, what are reasonable movements you can make with those fingers? And then it creates keys around that. So each of the fingers has 5 keys of its own, the normal down press, and then the flick movement and the curl movement, and then these lateral movements as well, which is fascinating because all of these movements essentially feel like home row positions. They're as easy to tap as a home row on a normal keyboard. They are just right there. And this increasing of resolution of the different things that you can fire with your fingers from that home position is what's so fascinating about this, because it means there's no difference in distance no matter which key you're firing. So this idea of a roll where you quickly roll through, on the home row or a top row or bottom row, when you're just rolling your fingers, this idea of being able to hit those keys super close together, that is extended with this to all of the keys, because that distance doesn't have any variance between keys. You haven't got to sort of predict in your head how long it's going to take to land those keys so they land in the right order. And this is just such a key sort of way of thinking about this, because as I've been experimenting with normal keyboard layouts, what I found is the faster I get, the harder it is I find it to get the keys to land in the right order. My most common mistakes when I'm typing faster is that keys will go in the wrong order. And I put this down to this fact that with a normal keyboard, you have to stretch up to the top row or stretch down to the bottom row. So that takes a varying amount of time from when you fire the movement in your fingers to when the keys land. And that means you've got to really work quite hard to get them to land in the right order. With the Svalboard, the distance is the same no matter which key you're firing. So as soon as you hit that impulse in your fingers, it then just becomes a matter of course that they're going to land in the same order. This was just a really fascinating thing to me as I kind of saw the way this was working.